Okay, so I've made a little progress in here, but I've had a couple of setbacks too. So this was, or is, the shelf for the spray paint. And as you can see, you know, I've got quite a bit of spray paint, regular paint, brake cleaner, oils, and then gallon paints down there. The problem is I can see the first one or two, maybe three, but you get way back in there and I can't see what it is. So I don't like this design. I thought it was going to work out great, but it's just not efficient. I can't find what I'm looking for. The good thing is this shelf is made where it will take some of those shelves, or not shelves, storage units. So we're going to find another place to put these, and that'll become shelving. Here's what I've come up with. We're going to put a rack on this wall that'll go floor to ceiling, but I only want it to come out to about here. So no more than 3 paint cans wide. That way I can move things quickly, I can see what's there, and hopefully find things better. So let's get started on that. So you can see damage there, and then up here, damage. A bunch of the teeth are knocked off. There's another area up there that's damaged. So yeah, definitely got to get a new blade, but even with the damaged blade, it's still cut really well, so that's a good thing. So here's the frame for the shelving unit that's going to hold the oil and the paint. So it looks a little different. Like I said, it's a different design than anything else, but I wanted to maximize the steel I had and the space. So as you can see, it sets back from this face to here is about 4 inches. And then as you go down, there's 1 foot on each side at the base. That'll be bolted into the floor of the van body. This tab here will bolt into the sidewalls, and that'll give us our anchor points. We're welding tabs on right now. This is where the board that's going to make the shelf will bolt in. So these are what's next. I don't know about y'all. I have 4 different ones, plus we've got a bucket with a pump on it for grease, but they take up a lot of space on shelves and they always leak. You can see the grease here. So let's find something better to do with them. So I was looking at this bar right here, and the majority of this space from there all the way down is going to be left open for things, seasonal things like the portico, my torches, things that I move in and out. So I don't think I'm putting any more shelves on this. So what if we made something that went down this bar that I could slip those grease guns in? Let's see what we can come up with. All right, so in the spirit of staying with stuff I have in the shop and not trying to buy material to do this, we found this. This is a 3-inch by 1/4-inch thick flat bar, and drilled a couple of holes in it that we're going to transfer to that bar on the paint rack, and then this will bolt to that. Now, the way that helps is I found this 2-inch scrap pipe. It's about 1/4-inch thick, or 1/4-inch wall. So what I'm going to do, I've cut a couple of these small pieces, and I'm going to weld them to this flat bar. But I don't want to weld them where you have to put the grease gun straight in, because if you've got one here and you want to put one in the one lower, in the one lower, well, then the one here interrupts pulling that one out or putting it in. So what we're going to do, we're going to kick these just slightly so that let me find something to, here we go, we'll use this. So that when you put the piece in, instead of it going in straight like this, it'll go in at an angle, and it'll take up less room, but also it makes it easier to withdraw the grease guns and install them into the holes or the bracket. So yeah, we've got these. I'm going to clean them up a little. We'll weld them onto this and see how it works. First thing, I need to go transfer these holes on the paint rack. So we're going to do that next. So I tacked them on and went to the paint room to try them and realized they're at the wrong angle. They've got to be this angle instead of that angle. So thankfully they're just tacked on. I should be able to just twist them and break them off, but you know, you get in a hurry, this is what happens. All right, so we broke them off, got them re-welded on. Let's go try it out. Well, y'all, it may not look like it, but this is clean. A couple of things still to organize. The welder over here, I got to work on it. It's a friend of mine's. The tiller is going in a couple of weeks to the West Coast. That belongs to a relative out there. Of course, the trash. And all this is empty containers that are going to go in another storage building until they're needed. But you can actually walk around this area. But here's what I'm really proud of. Look at that. Everything has a place. So it won't stay in here very often during the summer months, which is most of the time here in Georgia, but I've got a place for the portico, one of the tables that I keep out here for odd jobs. There's all my weed eaters and pole saws, empty gas cans, my chainsaw. There's my small oven for powder coating. I said you saw the oil earlier, and the grease guns are in place. Got a few more boxes to get, but spare tires for one of the trucks. Some empty space there, and we are going to fill it up here soon, so all that'll be filled in the next couple of weeks. There's my generator. Just about everything is labeled with what it is. There's the torches and my spare gas cylinders. We got chains welded in, so they're secured. They're not going to fall off or down. The engine hoist, and again, it won't stay in there very often, but I wanted a place to keep it out. So everything's organized and everything's got a place. So on to the next project.